When buttons are used to choose exactly one choice from a set of options, they are usually called radio buttons. Here are some examples.
The Xerox development environment provides enumeration items that are used in panels of controls, known as a form window. These items allow the user to make a selection from a set of choices. There are two forms of enumeration items. The first form shows only one choice within curly braces. In order to see all of the choices, the user must point at the name of the enumeration item and press both mouse buttons. The user can then select from the pop-up menu. The second form shows all choices within curly braces and separated by commas. To make a selection, the user simply points at the desired choice and clicks one of the mouse buttons. The menu method may also be used.
In Star and Viewpoint, choice parameters, now commonly called radio buttons, present multiple choices from which the user selects one. Visually, a choice parameter is a group of boxes butted against each other, each containing a value and an optional label displayed to the left of the group. In this example, the line labeled Deliver contains one choice parameter. Any one of the values may be selected and will be highlighted.
Macintosh radio buttons have two states, on and off. Radio buttons are grouped into sets that behave like the station preset buttons on car radios. Turning one on turns off all the others in the set. A radio button highlights when pressed, unhighlights when you move outside it, and only changes state if you release inside it. Pressing or releasing on a title is the same as pressing or releasing on the button itself.
Radio buttons are generally used to select one among a set of options. Radio buttons are selected by pressing down on the left mouse button or by using arrow keys to move from one radio button to the next. Radio buttons indicate that they have been selected by being highlighted in the center.
OpenLook provides controls for making choices called settings. They come in two varieties, exclusive and non-exclusive. Like all objects in OpenLook, they are selected with the Select mouse button. In OpenLook exclusive settings, exactly one item is chosen. Pressing the Select button down previews the choice. The choice is made on button up. In an exclusive setting, note that options touch. This is a reminder that selecting one will deselect the other. The options in non-exclusive settings in OpenLook do not touch. This acts as a visual reminder that each item is selected independently. Pressing the Select mouse button toggles the state of each choice, previewing on button down and taking effect on button up. In all settings, the default choice is indicated by a double border. As with other OpenLook controls, moving off the item before releasing the button cancels the action.
These are radio buttons on the next computer. Radio buttons allow the user to choose between a few mutually exclusive choices, one of which is always selected. The user clicks on any button to make a choice. The user may also drag between the buttons, letting up on the one he wishes to pick.
The radio buttons allow us the opportunity of selecting which method we want the icons to be sorted by. As I move the cursor over the buttons, we see a locate highlight which tells me which fixtures would be selected if I use the left mouse button. When I do select the left mouse button, I get a pushed in look for that button, which tracks as I drag the cursor over the other buttons. When I let go with the left mouse button, I get a yellow signal lamp which shows me which button is selected and which sort method is in use.
Interaction with Motif toggle buttons is the same as with push buttons. When toggles are grouped in a radio box and represent a one-of-many selection, setting any given toggle on turns off the previously set toggle. Toggles representing one of many selections are displayed with a diamond indicator, while independent toggle buttons use a square.
Radio buttons are commonly used in dialog boxes to select one out of a choice of many options. Here we have a choice of two options for window style, either paned or outline. And if you select paned, that radio button will get filled in, and the other option will become not filled in.